Hi everyone, Nathan here from Mighty Lancer Games and Mrs MLG, and this evening we're just going to be doing a little bit of painting, just doing whatever, and chatting. We thought we'd do it while we were here anyway, so thanks for joining us if you are in the chat already. Wicked D and Pete the Priest and anybody else, good evening. How you doing? Hope you've all had a great day. Have you had a good day, Mrs MLG?
Yes.
Excellent. I've had a good day. It's been a good day. I've got loads done.
Oh, there's all that there.
I've put our train set back in the window at the shop. Got that sorted. What else have I done? I've done some. Just like hung around, did a bit of stuff. No, I've got the train set put back in the window. That took longer than I thought it was gonna. Obviously, because I always underestimate how long things are gonna take. And I've tidied up upstairs in the stock room, and I've done some tidying up on the gaming floor. Which item did you want, Pete the Priest? Pete the Priest said he was having a good day until he saw my Facebook post earlier on. Yeah, done some tidying up on the gaming floor. So I've got some stuff sorted out in our upstairs counter area for our evening sessions. So that's shaping up all right. We've got a bit more work to do in there, but we're getting there. Almost ready to be. Well, a bit more
Hi,
work.
Tony.
Bit more work to do. Good evening, Tony.
Warhammer one. Do you mean the gaming table? That went instantly.
Yeah. Yeah, and we've got a waiting list of people just in case like it doesn't fit in the guy's car.
I really can't get that to focus on that at all. It really doesn't like it.
No? Do I need to?
I don't know why.
Do I need to put the?
That's as good as it's going to get, I think.
Do I need to put the camera closer? Do I just have to accept that it's got to be
The
close?
space ring, yeah, that's gone too.
Yeah.
It's big. I mean, it's really big.
Yeah.
There's only like a really small window of making it focus, and I don't know, it's not liking it.
Well, I can move the camera lower. I'll just have to cope with it being lower. So, can you see what I'm painting here? Okay. Or would it be better if it was a little bit more in focus, which will mean that I need to get the camera a little bit closer to the action?
You're just gonna sit and wait now.
Yeah. Wait for the screen to catch up. I've decided that I'm going to use the awesome new Green Stuff World Abyss Blue for my chap's skirt. Well, in that case, we will do something about it.
I don't know why it...
Right. Let's try getting a bit closer.
Leaving it there?
Yeah. Tony says that he's been using some Green Stuff World paints recently and he really likes them. I really like them as well. I can't unfortunately, it's one of those things, isn't it? I just can't justify like switching out all our existing paints for Green Stuff World ones, but as we're gonna definitely be adding a few more Green Stuff World paints to the collection as others run out, because they're very very nice and smooth, easy to apply paints. I really like the white. I've been using the white for a little while. Nuclear white, it's excellent.
Being stupid.
Why, what's up? Is it not focusing?
Yeah, Reese came in today, didn't he, and brought the one that you were talking about last night.
Oh, I don't know.
The blue.
That's the colour I'm using right now.
Yeah, for put his thing in work in progress in the Discord channel.
Oh.
But you know, I can't say names. No, Reese got the purple. The
Malefic purple.
Yeah, the Malefic purple.
Ah,
We'll
be using that one shortly.
A Gaunt Summoner on disc.
Alright, cool.
That's what Reese is doing. And he's got some of those tufts. The Vallejo fantasy neon tufts as well. I said to him, we need some of that bright sand.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We've got a few funky things in recently.
Pete says, sending the wife in for another dino home, but which one should he get? So he's got Clubtail already. Tell me, says Triceratops. Which, what do you think?
Yeah. Ooh. I don't know. How big do you want it? That's the key question. It's there's a Carnotaurus, which is pretty cool, but it's not massive. But the WizKids T-Rex is pretty epic.
Is that the one that's up there?
That's the one that you painted, which is in this cupboard here.
Big as the one I got, so it's big as a Clubtail.
Yeah. I think the Clubtail is possibly the biggest out of them. The other Carnotaurus is a little bit smaller. And unfortunately, the one that's up over there hasn't been released yet. The Black-Toothed Terror.
No point in showing him.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to paint that guy at some point. Need to fill the bit of a hole in his back where the joint is.
What did you use in the end to fill the joint gap in the Clubtail, Pete?
No, green's a colour that we haven't got yet.
Have you got the purple and the blue?
Yeah, do you want one? Because I've got what I need on my palette.
I don't know what I'm doing.
What are you painting?
I don't really know.
Hordling. Excellent.
Oh, what are you painting?
I'm painting 3653 Barrow Warden Lord for my Reaper Challenge League trio. And he is a particularly nice figure. And I've seen some really good painted examples of this figure, and I need to make sure that I do a good job and don't just like rush it and do a rubbish representation. But he looks really cool, like a ghostly skeleton mummy warrior thing, like a lich or something. Is really nice. hold him a bit closer so everybody can see what's going on. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. He's cool. He's like got bit of a crown going on, and he's got armor on his chest, casting a spell or something with his right hand up in the air.
I'm going to ask the 8-ball if you're going to do a good job. It says, "Are you joking?" Of course you're going to do a good job. That's what it means.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see.
You're not painting it on camera.
Am I not? Is that better? Is that better? So what's everybody working on this evening? Hi, John. How are you doing?
Anything exciting in anybody's lives happening? Any cool projects or interesting stuff?
Yeah. It'll be yours soon. It'll be yours soon. Thank you very much for. John says that the model is looking good. It's early stages yet, but I think the model itself looks really cool.
77680.
Ooh.
What's 77680?
Can
you not remember?
Yeah.
Can you not remember what 77680 is?
It's yeah, Minotaurs. Is it Minotaurs? I was gonna say that.
Yeah. Wikidoo says, nothing fun here. I'm researching what Wi-Fi and the 802.11 series are standard for. I'll have fun with that then. Yeah, that sounds exciting, doesn't it? Tony is building legendary Rani. Oh, why do you always put things I can't say? Legendary Rani Nimwai. I don't know.
All right.
For an upcoming Lost World experience. I'm no good at reading words.
Talking of Nimue.
Oh, I was watching Anne as well, John. I had to leave a bit early to set the stream up, which is why actually we were slightly late starting because I was watching Anne on Reaper.
Talking about Nimue, yeah, we watched last night the first episode of Cursed on Netflix, which is
it's rubbish.
Yeah, it features a character called, I think it's supposed to be Nimue. She's a like druidy, spellcastery type, and yeah, it's pretty lame. So we might give episode 2 a go and see whether it gets any better.
Really? Is this going to be one of those things again where you make me watch like 3 or 4 episodes and they're all absolutely rubbish, but we're still watching it for no reason at all?
It might redeem itself. It might redeem itself. It's unlikely, but it might. Like when we watched 2.5 hours of the Ballad of Buster Scruggs, and then nothing ever happened.
Yeah, but to be fair, that started off good.
Yeah, it was.
And then just went terribly, terribly downhill, and then ended.
Yeah, it was shocking. So we've watched Shadow and Bone on Netflix. That was alright, I guess.
Yeah, it was alright.
That was okay. I guess we've just got high expectations, I think, of TV series currently. And I think a lot of TV series have got a lot to live up to because they've got like the special effects and high budget of series like Game of Thrones to contend with now, and they've kind of set everybody's expectations for a fantasy show. But we've lined up a couple of other things that look alright. We'll have to maybe give them a try out. RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under was like not completely terrible. Hi GG.
They are really, really mean to each other though on the Down Under version. Like they tend to be quite mean to each other in general on that programme, but like, really, really mean to each other. I don't know what the Dragon Prince is, Wicked D.
Yeah, what's the Dragon Prince? That's not one we're familiar with.
Still, yeah. So what? It's awesome. Still doesn't tell me what it is, though, does it? Eh?
Yeah, what channel do we find this awesome thing on? What we need is a program synopsis, so we can decide whether we're going to dedicate hours of our lives to it.
We're currently watching Lego Masters, All That Glitters, RuPaul, and Taskmaster.
Oh, but the All That Glitters thing, I hate those kind of programs. So they're Mrs. and Little Mrs. type things.
You haven't seen it, have you?
No, we watched what was the pottery one? Yeah. But it's so like, so they're gonna crown somebody. This is my issue, my beef with the program format. So they're gonna crown somebody.
Set him off now.
And the Lego thing. So you're gonna crown somebody like the greatest Lego master or jewelry manufacturer or potter or whatever in the thing, and you're going to set them time limited tasks to create a sink. There was one like on the pottery thing where they had to make a sink that didn't leak and make it so it was like really fancy and stuff. So they make somebody like Potter of the Year, but then they give them 5 hours or something to make this majestic like item, and they go like, oh, so, and if you haven't completed it in time, then you're not good enough to be Potter of the Year. Like, that's ridiculous. Master craftsmen take ages to produce like fine works of art. This is insane. Anyway, just me.
His issue is that he thinks they should have as much time as possible, but that wouldn't really make a very good TV programme now, would it?
Well, if they had a TV crew follow them around, because they're blatantly like putting these people up in a hotel or something. If they had a TV crew follow them around and they go like, oh, so Dave's got
Don't start.
Oh yeah. So Dave's got 5 weeks to produce a sink, and it's got to be like this, and this. All right. Then and then Dave like didn't do anything for 4 weeks and smashed it out in a week and didn't do a very good job. Then fair enough, Dave hasn't used his time well. But if Dave's done like 5 weeks worth of work and produced something that's absolutely fantastic, then he could be Potter of the Year, couldn't he? That's like, that's my point.
You need the drama and the suspense and the anguish for the TV programme. That's what it's for. Right, okay. Right. So let's move on, thank you. So Wicked D says, The Dragon Prince is a series follows the story of the prince, half-brother Callum and... Oh, why with the names again? Ezran and the elf Rayla, who, as they take care of the infant dragon prince, I'm not reading that, must end the 1,000-year-old conflict between the human kingdoms and the magical creatures of the land. Oh, really? Really? That's you selling it to us, is it? It's a computer animation. Hi, Moxie. We're just talking about TV and how rubbish it is. Barbecue Master was way more... Barbecue Master?
Yeah, see something like that, like Bake Off. Something like that, and like a cooking program. Fair enough. You've got an hour to make a marinated rack of ribs, yeah, that's fine, isn't it? Like, that's a realistic amount of time. Not you've got 5 hours to make a, I don't know, tiara. Anyway, I'm going to stop moaning about it now.
You all right there?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I haven't got a black or a white, my darling. Can I have a black and a white?
Suppose so.
Thank you. I think I'm going to paint the armour because I've done his like top bit red. I think I'm going to paint his plate armour like black. I'm going to paint his plate armour like shiny black. I think I'm going to do it like glossy. No, I'm going to do it with this and then I'm going to put gloss varnish on it.
I didn't know if you wanted the gloss black.
No, thank you. I'm not really one for animation stuff either. Wicked D. You like it though, don't you? The 7 Deadly Sins with the...
Yeah. With the what?
The Merlin with the busty chest and things.
That's not why I like it though.
No, I know that.
The busty chest is just part of it.
Yeah.
I often think though, and this is just like a sign of me getting old, I think. I often think when you see Merlin on the 7 Deadly Sins in particular, and she's just got, I don't even know what it is, a bit of a cloak on perhaps, and you think, oh, she must be a bit nippy in that. I mean, you know, she's a magician, a wizard, sorcerer. She could like dress herself in whatever she wanted. Then she's chosen nothing. She's chosen to dress herself in nothing.
That's a measure of how powerful she is, obviously, that she can wear absolutely nothing and still be warm enough.
Oh, it's really good.
What is? I do have to move it to paint it.
You shouldn't be allowed to move it.
I've got to keep it perfectly still.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
The colours that it looks on my screen are like the Hacklemire and sticks that I painted.
That's what I was going for.
So have you done anything else exciting today then? You put the train set back in the window.
I've put the train set in the window and
there was a giggle there, wasn't there?
It's not funny, really. It's not funny to anybody else but me. So I was under the table that the train set is mounted on, messing about with the plug, and then I crawled back out just in time to see a small child with it and his elder sister, and I presume their grandma, like stood staring at the train I had left in place on the track. And as I came out from under the table, I'd set the controller going, so the train started moving, and the look of joy on the child's face was absolutely fantastic. Yeah.
You got to hydrate. See, that's sweet. That's sweet. A look of joy on the child's face from the train is why we put the train in the window. I thought you were going to say like you made them jump or something as you came up from the table. Hydrate and posture check. Look at all these people looking after you.
All I can see is Mr. Howell's like laughy emoji. I can't see anything past that.
I don't know. It's definitely there.
Don't know. Yeah, it was.
I think you've caught up now.
Have I? Oh, there we go. No. Just.
Stretch.
I can't see that either. That's alright.
What I can do about it.
Oh, yeah, it's not showing me the. It's not showing me the thing. It's not showing me like actions. It's showing me the other bit chat. Okay. Yeah, I know. I did. I have forgotten, I must say, to put the dragon in the wagon on the dragon in the wagon on the train. Forgot to put the dragon in the wagon.
Yeah, our train set in the window has a Loch Ness monster, a family of bears,
Yep.
and a dragon. Obviously, traditional railway things.
What was I going to say? No, I had to liberate it because the other controller is broken, so I had to liberate another controller from stock. Yeah, and I also had to get a track rubber to clean the track because it had gone a little bit black. And
if only we had time, we could do.
Polish it all up.
Track rubber.
Yep. Yeah. Well, we wanted, before we put the train set back in the window, we really wanted to make a couple of additions to the set, but we just haven't had a chance. Really. So, for the future, it's going to get some upgrades, I think, at some point. I need to, next time I speak to the chap that I deal with at Gauge Master, because they specialise in making controls for train sets, I'm going to ask them about getting a controller that is suitable for running the train set like several hours a day.
Are you switching it on and off?
And switched it on and off. Currently.
Hey, Grey Primer.
Hi, how you doing?
Nick says that he's going to watch because he might be able to break out of his tradition of calling it done when the minis are built. So he's not quite sure what you're doing with that lovely grey plastic there. What's that? What's that thing that you're doing to it?
This is called paint, and you apply it with a brush like this. Yeah, we know that he's a good painter. Seen him talking about licking paintbrushes, I'm sure. Somebody name dropped you the other day on the phone. Somebody rang the shop and name dropped you.
What way?
They said that they'd been following his Grey Primer's YouTube channel and videos. In fact, well, it was a guy that I spoke to today. Actually, it wasn't the other day; it was today. And I think he'd watched you unbox a Start Collecting Orcs box. Is that something that you've done recently? Is that right? Anyway, so he name dropped you in the conversation. And I obviously said like, oh yeah, he's an excellent customer and like always buys like loads of gear. So you should get more. So you can be just like him.
What's on your hobby desk at the minute then?
I'm going to use some of your favourite gold.
My favourite gold?
Yeah.
What's my favourite gold?
Brass.
Brass!
Gonna just lather a bit of this on, and then we're going to apply some washes. I keep thinking now, from what Tony was saying earlier on about the Nimue figure, I'd quite like to see that, see what it looks like. It piqued my interest now. Something that I'm not familiar with.
I'm sure there'll be pictures.
Hide Grout.
Late but here, that's all that matters.
Yeah. I see grey primer. Are we... anyway. So, grey primer with the towel. So I've made a start building some towel. But, yeah, the drones and... I just kind of wish that, like, they came in one piece. I like the look of them. I'd like to just get stuck into... oh, cool. Crew of the Nautilus. That sounds pretty cool. Yeah, I'd like to get them on the table without having to build all those parts. It's normally building models is I don't know, shall we say 7/10 of the fun for me. But after building, I think I did one regular battle suit, and a stealth suit, and a couple of drones, and I was done with Tau, at least for the time being. We were going to have a feature of Tau versus Orcs in the window display, and then we decided that we weren't doing Tau anymore because there's already so many parts in the Orcs that we're going with Tyranids, aren't we? Because we already had a very sizable Tyranid collection that we could get painted up.
That we still haven't even started.
Yeah, it's because we need to fire the airbrush up to use the colour shift paint for the Tyranids, isn't it? They should be pretty easy to do. We just need to force ourselves to paint some yellow Orcs, that's the problem.
I think you'll find I've painted some and you've done nothing.
No, I've done some.
Thanks, Moxie! Take care!
Yeah, see you later. Awesome. I just need to touch. What? I don't know why I've painted half of his face red. I must have. I don't know. I must have been.
No, we don't know either.
No.
Should we ask the Magic 8 Ball?
No. You don't need to do that. Right. What are we going to do now?
I don't know.
Oh no, I was going to paint his crown.
Tony says it's sunburn.
Yeah. He's been casting too many spells. Right then. Everybody can get a close-up of my bald head while
Wicked D's put Magic 8 Ball. Should they ask the 8 Ball? Oh, the 8 Ball's gone. Not sure. Pete needs to work out what's wrong with my airbrush. It works fine for a few seconds and then it just stops. You're not having much luck at all, are you, Pete? Did it get scared by the tree? Is that what happened?
Yeah. Have you got a steady airflow from your compressor? Are you putting enough paint in it? Sorry. Still on the naughty step, Mr. Howell.
Yeah, Tony hides the airbrush in a naughty step room, never to emerge again.
What have I done here?
What have you done?
I've made some kind of weird joint around the back of his head that's not actually there. I know. Everyone keeps getting a
I
close
don't like
up
the
of my arm
airbrush.
today. Why not?
Because I can't see where it's gonna sound like more stupid than normal. I can't see where the paint's coming from or where it's going, and then all of a sudden it's just on the model, and I don't know. I've got no control because I can't see where it is. It's just you press a button and then the model's painted. I can't see it, so I don't know. I can't control it. At least with a brush, I know that I'm stabbing the brush on the miniature, and that's it. Magic.
Yeah, we need to get it out. We've got to paint some Titans. We need to get it out for painting the Titans as well. Going to have a crack at doing some masking, which I've never really done a great deal of.
I've just added some Humbrol masking tape to the website today.
Yeah,
just just so you know.
Yeah, it's. I've got a roll of masking tape stashed in my office for when I got brave enough to have a go. Me, I blobbed on the side of the thing.
I thought blobbing was your preferred style. That's what you always say. I'll just blob some paint on here.
Yeah.
I thought that was the what you wanted. I much prefer the airbrush for priming, much less toxic than the rattly. See, that's another thing. I don't prime my minis.
Yeah.
My minis are all tiny though. To be fair, I don't play any games or anything, so it's not like I've got an entire army to do. Little tiny things, they just get paintbrushed. You go outside, don't you? Make you go outside and do it. The priming.
Yeah, but I do like using the airbrush. It's just, I think it'd be great to have somewhere set up to do it and get a bit more practice in with it. We might eventually get it set up at the shop. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. You've seen Mr. Howell's come.
Hey, Naz.
Hi. How you doing? Liquidosity. I like it. Is that a technical term? Ooh, dragon red.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's alright. It's just, this is like the new pot that I got today. I should have got the old one out of the cupboard.
Yeah, you should.
Thought we'd best have some more because I'm never going to have enough to paint Maldracar with what was left in the other one. Not that we're anywhere near that.
Yeah. Like you're going to pretend you're ever going to paint that thing.
Yeah, we are.
Anybody doing anything exciting at the weekend then? Is it
thought I
nearly
might-
the weekend? Is it nearly? Can we say it's nearly the weekend, or is it really just only Tuesday?
It's only Tuesday, but it's nearly the weekend, isn't it?
It's closer than last weekend.
It's only like 3 days away. Every day's the weekend.
Are you painting? 'Cause we don't know.
No. Yeah, that's.
Like you don't believe
No. I do
That's
apologise.
right, closer than it was yesterday.
I do apologise.
And I think I need a rest as well after today. I was listening. I put this in Discord earlier because this is how daft I am. I had the orangery doors open. So it was nice and sunny, and I could hear the birds singing in the garden. And I thought to myself, that's a strange bird. What's that? Because sometimes the blackbirds do alarm calls when they see the cats and things. I'm like, what is that noise? And that took me ages, and it took me far longer than it should to realise that it was the washing machine spinning in the garage.
Oh dear. 13 PSI seems very low. Pete the Priest. Yep.
Hey, Chungster!
Oh, that's not the paint I reached for. Should have my other glasses on.
Oh, you can tell people. Tell people about your new glasses.
Yeah,
I told them in Discord.
I should have them on really, shouldn't I? So I can better see what I'm doing.
I have to explain.
Yeah, so I got some new glasses. I went to the opticians the other day, and I asked them for some glasses, magnifying glasses, like reading glasses, but for my regular prescription, because one of my eyes is totally different to the other, and what it means is I've got one lens in my glasses like a jam jar, and another one just like a normal piece of glass or plastic, and they're absolutely filthy. I've only one. So they kindly hooked me up, which obviously I had to pay for them, with some new specs, which are these bad boys. Prepare for my eyes being massive. So I've now got some magnifying glasses for when I paint, and sorry about that. And they really make a big difference, because now I can actually see all the detail on the figure, which is really good. So I'm long-sighted normally, which is fine, which means I'm good, better at seeing what I'm doing while I'm driving. But for painting things, now I'm getting old, things are starting to get, yeah, that's right, pimp my bins. Things are starting to get small and hard to see. For close-up stuff. I don't need them for when I'm reading and what have you, but it's just for painting. Thought we'd best have a little bit of magnification. I've got one of them visor things, but I can't get on with it because it. Yeah, because one eye's different to the other, and it's just not working as it should. So I got these bad boys from the friendly people at Specsavers, and they're great. Love them. And I very cleverly, even if I do say so myself, chose some that were completely a different colour to all of my other glasses. I've got a couple of other pairs of specs, just so I didn't end up picking up the wrong ones at any point. I will do, if you bear with me a second. I'm just going to paint this belt on here, and then I will have a look. Do you want to read it to me while I just concentrate on the... Okay.
So it says Red Grass Games. Are they on your radar as a brand? Well, we know they are.
Yep.
But I'll let you answer that one, my darling.
Excuse me. Red Grass Games. Now, am I right in thinking that Red Grass Games are an Australian company?
Are they the ones that have just done that new one? Is that not them?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I've definitely looked at a company before. Did they make lots of MDF stuff and things like that? Red Grass Games.
Why not got the right people?
I don't know.
I thought they were the wet palette people, but you know, this is me, and
Yeah,
I could have just made that up.
definitely looked at one.
Yeah. They're doing a Kickstarter, aren't they, for the new wet palette? Is that the ones you mean, Nick? Is that the ones you mean with the wet palette and the painting handle that spins around has got a bit of putty on? We just use blue tack.
What?
Yeah.
Hold it
You must
higher
know,
up.
otherwise you wouldn't have moved it and said what?
Hold it higher up.
It is indeed. They're French.
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 Right.
I won't do a bad impression.
No. It's not the same company that I've looked at before then. I'm sure there's definitely a company that's read something games that I've looked at before, but they were Australian, and I spoke briefly about another Australian company yesterday, and it was the shipping cost that put me off.
Well, these are the French ones with the
yeah,
palette.
getting them in. No, I've not looked at them, but I guess that we could certainly investigate. If the one thing that I'm always conscious of though is if they've launched a product on Kickstarter, after sales generally are not overly fantastic, because most of the people that unless it really is a truly outstanding product, most people that want it have already had it through the Kickstarter channel. But we can certainly investigate. Do they do any other cool products that are existing items?
They do those painting handles that spin around with the lump of putty stuck to them. Ruby uses them.
Right. Oh, you asked me the other day, didn't you? How do you make sure your mini doesn't fall off when it's spinning round?
Yeah, well, it's a lump of putty.
Blue tack.
And they do brushes as well.
All right.
And yeah, it's that kind of stuff. Brushes, clippers, wet palettes, painting handles, blah, 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 blah. Oh, you see, Grey Primer says they do gorgeous tools and have been great in after sales. Clippers, 360 handles per. See, Grey Primer's selling it far more than they do handles with putty stuck to the top of them.
Well, we'll have to have a look. If they come well rated, then we shall investigate. Because like stuff that's got a good reputation. I'm not. See, the thing is,
might not sell to.
I'm not aware that any of the hobby distributors in the UK retail their products. So, is there a list on there? All right. We shall have to have a look. But I would imagine that post Brexit, they possibly might want some UK stockists
But then
if
also,
they're used to
we
selling
can't stock
everything
everything
themselves.
in the world.
We can't. You're right. We still haven't sorted out our in-star paints, have we? We were going to have a look at that tonight after our stream, weren't we? Just going to put a little bit more of this wonderful abyss blue on this dress. Yeah. I wonder what this guy's... he ain't got a name, he hasn't got a character name from Reaper. Should give him a suitably cool name.
Yes, they've got a retail program.
Okay, well we shall have a look and see what it's like. Our twisted stuff might come tomorrow.
Oh.
Some nice looking minis. They're pretty cool. It'd be nice if they did some busts. I wish some of the figures would make excellent busts. Right then. I'm just going to use a little bit of old gold. Where's my old gold? There we go. On his belt buckle. I'm going to get me super fine paintbrush out for this. Of course, it's all well and good having new glasses so I can see what I'm painting, but I still need the steady hand to be able to do it. Excellent. Excellent. Sorry about that. Just headbutted the thing. Right. Just gonna have to touch that on now. I'm going to paint all that bit red. All that bit gold even. All that bit up there gold. Because I'm going to paint that bit in the middle like a ruby. And gold is an excellent undercoat to a nice red. But I do need to now just touch up around the outside where I went over. And I might just paint his eyes before I go any further. And get the washes on.
Thanks, Great Primer. See you next time.
Oh, see you later.
Pasty and chips.
Yeah.
We had
beans on toast. Beans on toast.
Bad sales day. Beans on toast.
Yeah.
If it carries on, it'll just be beans, and then it might be just juice.
Mm-mm. I was just looking at my model, trying to decide what to do.
Keep looking at it and no one else can see it. She wants to play marble. Now says, I have a pair of those hobby glasses magnifying an LED light for painting eyes. Ooh.
Yeah, I just couldn't get on with them. And I thought about getting a more expensive set.
Yeah, well, the problem is with the headset that came with the light and everything, your eyes are a completely different prescription. So for one eye, it was absolutely fine, but the other eye it wasn't. So we had to have you specially made. You special, that's what it is. Specially made glasses for a special boy.
Yeah, was giving me a headache.
We could do had poached eggs, beans, hash browns, and sausages.
Oh,
That's
very
like
nice.
a kid's tea. Kids' tea.
Very
You should
nice.
have had fish fingers or flippy dippies with them too.
I think. Oh, have you got any greens?
Oh, do you know, I never get to paint mine. What kind of green do you want?
Something that'd make good for evil eyes.
Well, do you want dark green, bright green, blue
Bright green.
You want like...
No, green. No,
That's
blues.
great, they're green. Show people that. Well, the camera might make it a different colour.
That's turquoise, bright turquoise.
It's green. Oh, it's green. That's the same colour. Twice.
Yeah, that'll do. Jungle green.
Oh.
Jungle green. Oh. Tremors can't be helpful. Naz, that must be rubbish. bad enough like that I can't. I don't have very good dexterity anyway. I reckon if I was a RPG character, I would have a dex of 8, I think. Super. Jungle green, just the right green for glowy evil eyes. Super. Thank you, my darling.
Anytime, anytime.
Right then, time for ink, I think. I didn't mean to make that rhyme.
Did it rhyme?
Well, look, we've been on an hour. So Goblin Squire isn't streaming this evening, so we're not going to finish bang on 8 o'clock because we're not going to have to worry about crashing somebody else's stream.
Do you want to like show that off to the camera and I'll try and actually make it in focus if you keep it still?
Okay.
Oh, you know, I said I'd try. I think that's about as good as it's going to get. That's perfect. There you go.
That's alright. Yeah, that's better. There we go, that's him so far. So I'm going to apply a bit of a ink wash over some of the flesh and the metal areas and that red, and then we're going to wait. Well, we'll probably leave it there on stream for this evening, and then give him a chance to dry out before I go back to highlighting. But pleased with how he's coming along so far. So I'm going to use some Reichland Flesh Shade for the gold. How's your guy coming along?
Slowly, because I keep having to pass you paint. Slowly. It's the tiniest thing in the world. Tiny, tiny, tiny guy. But yeah, me having to pass you paint. See.
You're so badly done.
I am.
Reichland Flesh Shade, then we're going to go for some Agrax Earth Shade. We're going to use this on the red. We'll lift the lid off and stay open. On the red, and I'm also going to put this on the flesh areas. Because we want to make that like bony colour really darken down a bit. I think I might also put some on this on the leather brown areas as well. Might as well get those in as well.
Have you seen the magnet video? He was trying to do like just little short videos, simple ways to do things for people that were just beginning, really, was the idea of those. step-by-step guides. Obviously, or everything can be done a bit more over the top or whatever, but basic. Because you like being able to swap your weapons out, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah. There's a cool effort. That's the wrong phrase. It's something I've been looking forward to doing ever since I first started building the first Warlord when the new Adeptus Titanicus came out. That project kind of got put on hold because I was waiting for some magnets to get delivered, and then we'd been on holiday and came back and the magnets still hadn't arrived. And
must have been ages ago.
It was, yeah. And they'd been delivered for whatever reason to the local delivery office, but because we'd been on a holiday, they'd been returned to the sender before I went to pick them up. Anyway, so they finally got delivered, but then the project got shelved, and then recently something reignited my interest in the game and the Titans in general. I knew that there was some new bits and pieces coming out that I thought looked particularly cool, so I thought we'd get back on it, and I think that they now I've built a couple, they look particularly awesome. Don't know when I will get round to playing a game, but it seems like a few of the locals and friends are going to get in on it with me, so hopefully we should be able to get some games going when the gaming floor reopens. I found some more terrain today that I forgot where I put it while I was sorting the stockroom out. Found some stuff I forgot we had.
That's because you've got that much stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, we have got a lot of terrain for the gaming tables, haven't we? I mean,
Yeah.
you know, there's quite a sizable amount.
So we can give people a lot of choice of what they want to use. Different games. Right.
What?
No, it's alright.
Are you showing us
Got it.
what the wash looks like, or?
I was just going to put a little bit of black, or my Null Oil Agrax Earthshade wash on the sword and the chainmail, and then I will show him off.
Okay.
Is that all background music I can hear? That's very dramatic, isn't it?
Is that really the first time you've ever heard it?
Well, no, normally it's a bit jazzier.
It changes. This is the one you picked.
Is it?
Yep.
Good tastes. There we go. Right, so here we are. This is going to be the end.
Is that why you're keeping it? No, is that why you're keeping it?
Yeah, bracing it with two hands.
You can breathe and talk, just hold it still.
Yeah. So there he is. This is work in progress so far after an hour or so. This is the Barrow Warden Lord. I think he's looking pretty cool so far. For a couple of base coats and a bit of an ink wash. Quite pleased with him. I think I might try and do something with his right hand, make it like a spell effect. So once we finish painting the rest of him, might make it look as if he's casting a spell with that hand. Might have a nice like bright blue glow emanating or something. But I'll think about that. See if I can find a little ball or... Oh mate, I could use a ball bearing, couldn't I? Like a paint mixing ball, so it looks as if something was like...
Yeah, because that paint over there's...
generating in his hand.
That paint over there's running out, so the Bulbarian's in there.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I might do that. Make it so he's got like a little ball of energy forming in his hand. I think that'd look pretty cool. But yeah, so I'm quite pleased with him so far. We'll carry on with him another day. Or maybe after, depending on how Mrs MLG is getting on with her model. I might do a little bit more this evening.
Oh, tiny
Oh,
model.
is he
That's where far I've got with him so far.
Here we go. This is Mrs MLG's
Hordling.
that she's been painting this evening. That eye looks really good.
I haven't finished it.
Oh, I'm just telling you. Looks really good. I like him. I don't know. Yeah, that's good. That's better. Yeah, he looks cool. Like him a lot. Could even use him in Frostgrave.
Every time.
Yeah.
77335. Get a pack of 3 Hordlings.
Oh, there we go. He's even he's nicely painted on the back. It's got more detail.
Well, yeah, it's got more detail. On the
Got
back.
more detail than I expected,
I'm
actually.
not going to not painted the back of him.
Yeah. No, it looks really cool. Excellent. Good job.
Thanks a lot.
Good job, Mrs. Cool.
Yeah, I think it's new, Gigi. I've never heard of it before either. No idea what it is.
It is new. Brand new. Cool. Yeah.
What?
Original Tear John says he's from the adult version of Monsters Inc.
Yeah, I thought when I looked at him, I thought he looked like Mike. I was going to do him green, but then I couldn't find a green I liked.
Awesome. So shall we wrap up there? Yeah, I think we'll wrap up there because I need to go get another drink and stuff. So thanks everyone for joining us. Just for a bit of a hobby hangout, shall we say?
Yeah, thank you. Did everybody like the Tuesday? Do they like Tuesdays as well as Mondays, Wednesdays, and Sundays? Oh, I got that. Yeah. We were thinking scary, not naughty. That's where my brain was. My brain was at scary, grown up. Nowhere else.
Awesome.
Hey, look, we've run over again.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, we'd have crashed Goblin Squire by 10 minutes then. So we'll be back tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we're gonna crack on painting a bit more Bellacore, 8 while 9, or maybe later, depending on how we get on. But certainly 8 while 9, painting some more Bellacore. We'll get him a bit closer to completion tomorrow night. Every night's an MLG night. No worries. Thanks everyone for joining us, and hope we'll see you again soon.
Thank you.
Bye.